Eat. For more details. Mr. Pop.
Ladies and gentlemen, due to the COVID-19 pandemic across the state of Colorado and the nation, the National Federation of the Blind of Colorado you our state convention everywhere and anywhere over Zoom. Please welcome your hosts for this evening's opening festivities. Scott Labar, President, National Federation of the Blind of Colorado. Jessica Beecham, First Vice President, National Federation of the Blind of Colorado. Renee Anderson, President, Mountains and Plains Chapter, National Federation of the Blind of Colorado, and member of the NFBCO Board of Directors. And Maureen Neatfeld, Secretary, National Federation of the Blind of Colorado. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your 2020 State Convention Opening Ceremonies.
The 66th Annual Convention of the National Federation of the Blind of Colorado is in order. Welcome, everybody, to our convention. It is, of course, a tragedy that we can't be with each other this year in person, but we are with each other in spirit, and the Federation continues to grow and prosper, and we are so delighted all of you are here this evening. What we are going to do, as I explained a few moments ago, is in a minute we're going to start the recording, which is the full opening ceremonies. And throughout that time, everybody will be muted. And at the end of those opening ceremonies, we'll have another session of other opening items, door prizes, auction items, introducing our national representative, and so on. I do want to remind you that we have a help desk. If you are having any issues with respect to the Zoom platform and troubles that you are having, call our help desk at 970-673-6998. Again, 970-673-6998. A very friendly, capable operator is standing by. In fact, the person in charge of our help desk is our very own treasurer, Mr. Cody Bear. Let me also take a moment to recognize the chief sponsors of this convention. Our Live the Life You Want sponsor is our Colorado Center for the Blind, which has supported our affiliate for decades. In fact, of course, for the whole time that it's been in existence since 1988. And we want to thank the CCB. And I know if we were all in the room right now together in person, we'd be hearing a big CCB chant and cheer. So why don't you guys from the CCB do that anyway? Let's hear it for the CCB. All right, I can hear it out there. All right, great. We want to thank our other sponsors. Our title sponsor, the title sponsor of our Comcast 6.dash is, of course, Comcast. We want to thank them for their sponsorship. This year, any sponsor of our 6.dash is also a convention sponsor. Let us thank our platinum sponsor, that is Vanda Pharmaceuticals. And then we have a number of gold sponsors. Let me find the list here. Here we go. First Bank of Colorado is a gold sponsor. Blackstone Consulting Inc. is a gold sponsor. Labar Law Offices, I seem to have heard of that somewhere. Philadelphia Indemnity Insurance is a gold sponsor. We have Spectrum as a gold sponsor. Ability Counseling LLC is a silver sponsor. Thank you, Ability Counseling. That's Amira and Kyle Lucas's business. So thank you very much, guys. Audio Information Network of Colorado is always either a gold or silver sponsor. So thank you again, AIN. Creek, the Civil Rights Education and Enforcement Center, is one of our proud silver sponsors. And let's see, do we have any other silver sponsors? Oh, Humanware. Let's hear it for Humanware as a silver sponsor of our convention. So this brings me to one more item before I'm going to ask Curtis to, quote, roll the tape or make all the, bits and bytes go, as it were, with our opening ceremonies. I told you I would give you the last clue as to who has won our registration drawing, the $266 that this person has won because he was in the initial round of registering. You ask, why is it $266? Well, it seemed like we should have a $200 prize to start the convention, but we've also been doing conventions for 66 years, so why not $266? Now, I've told you that this woman is a resident of Colorado. Now, that's important because a lot of people from out of the state have registered for the convention, so none of you have won that prize, but this person's a resident of the state. She lives in the northern half of the state. She's employed. She's a guide dog user. I gave a bunch of other clues. Here is the last clue, and I will reveal the winner after we play this recording. This woman's last name sounds like a famous landmark, a famous place in our country. Oh, and I meant to say she's also a guide dog user. Did I say that? Okay, and she's a young woman. I gave that clue too. So if you haven't figured it out by now, you'll know after our opening ceremonies. Curtis, let's roll it.
Hi, everyone, and thanks for joining us for our 2020 opening ceremonies. I'm Maureen Neefeld.
And I'm Jessica Beecham.
And we have a fun evening ahead, so make sure you stay tuned.
Stick around all the way till the end because we're going to have door prizes and live auction.
Thanks, Scott, for getting us started tonight. Scott was elected in 2005 as our state president, and we are so lucky to have him as our leader.
Some people may not know this, but Scott got his start in the NFB of Colorado by working the first summer program for blind high school students. He worked along with Maria Bell and Melanie Rohn, and the campers lovingly called them Mussolini, Hitler, and Stalin. I believe Scott was Stalin. It really sounds like the campers loved them a lot.
It sounds to me like the campers might not have liked them very much at all.
Next up, here to welcome you tonight is Renee Anderson. Renee has been president of our at-large chapter since 2015, and she is the executive director of Caregiver Connections.
If you know Renee and you know me, you know then that we love sparkles.
Maureen is like the sparkliest person I know.
Renee is queen of paparazzi jewelry fundraising. If you haven't attended one of her jewelry fundraisers, then you have no idea what you're missing.
She's great at description, and she's also great at helping to donate funds to the National Federation of the Blind of Colorado. Give it up for Renee.
Thanks, Renee, for all you do.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the 66th Annual Colorado State Convention for the National Federation of the Blind. My name is Renee Anderson, president of the Mountains and Plains at-large chapter. I hope you've enjoyed your seminars today and hope you look forward to the wonderful experiences you're going to have over the next couple days. So sit back, relax, and let's celebrate. I would like to introduce you to Representative Dylan Roberts. He represents District 26, the Democratic representative from the Colorado House of Representatives. He is here for us. He is here to help the NFB in anything they need.
Hello, National Federation of the Blind Colorado. This is State Representative Dylan Roberts coming to you from Eagle County. Thank you so much for allowing me to send in this to welcome you to your annual convention. And just wanted to thank you for all of the incredible work that you do every day for the people of Colorado. It has been so great to work with you at the Capitol, and I look forward to continuing that work in the years ahead. What you do is so important, and it is an honor to be your partner in that work. Have a great convention.
Thank you so much, Representative Roberts, for all you do for blind people in the Vail Valley and across the state of Colorado.
Next up, two of our NFB of Colorado family members are going to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. First, we have Eileen Gallegos, who's going to lead us in the pledge in English. Eileen is an active member of our Wild West chapter, and she is the phone call queen. Probably many of you got calls from her as you were preparing to register for convention. What many people don't know is that Eileen is not only active here in our Colorado affiliate, but she's also a member of the NFB of Wyoming Board of Directors.
And Ernesto Luca is going to be leading us in the pledge in Spanish. Ernesto is originally from Puerto Rico and is a graduate of Louisiana Tech. He also teaches cane travel at the Colorado Center for the Blind.
Sorry, Louisiana,
But he's ours.
Please rise if you can and join us for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Prometo lealtad a la bandera de los Estados Unidos de América y a la república que representa, una nación ante Dios, indivisible, con libertad y justicia para todos.
If you're able, please stay standing for the National Federation of the Blind Pledge led by Haley Hecker. Haley is the daughter of Nate Hecker, who is the first vice president of the Wild West chapter and absolutely phenomenal single dad.
And Haley is just awesome. If you know her, you absolutely love her. Haley is one of those people that we call blind at heart. Maureen and I took Haley out for a girls' day at Christmas time this year, and she wanted to carry her white cane just like Maureen and I did. And we had a fun day, just us girls, with our long white canes.
I pledge to participate actively in the effort of the National Federation of the Blind to achieve equality, opportunities, and security for the blind, to support the policy and the programs of the Federation, and to abide by its Constitution.
Hey Jess, I think it's about time for some fun Colorado facts.
Ooh, let's see what we got.
Hi, this is Maureen Eadfelt, president of the Sports and Recreation Division. Did you know that over 300,000 people each year float on our Colorado rivers? Which river is your favorite?
This is Sean Sandoval from the Wild West. Did you know that in the 1860s, as the train progressed toward Denver, they determined that the railroad workers needed to be fed? They hired a string of caterers, including William Frederick Cody. In 17 months on the job, he roamed the plains for buffalo, and he killed buffalo to feed the railroad crews. He counted a staggering 4,280 buffalo were killed to feed the workers. That is where he got the name of Buffalo Bill Cody.
This is Joanne Franklin from Colorado Springs. Did you know that Pikes Peak is the easternmost 14er in the United States with the elevation at 14,109 feet? It is also the location that Catherine Lee Bates was inspired to write America the Beautiful from the summit of this majestic mountain.
Next up, we are going to hear the first song from our virtual choir. Our virtual choir was led by Renee Anderson. Renee, thank you so much for all the work that you put into this virtual choir. Sing along with us as the choir performs America the Beautiful.
Hey, we just learned a fun fact about America the Beautiful, written right here on our own beautiful Pikes Peak Mountain.
Oh, beautiful for spacious skies, for amber waves of gray, for purple mountain majesties above the fruited plain. America, America, God shed His grace on thee, and crown thy loved, and mercy more than life. America, America, make of thy gold refine, till all success be nobleness, and every gain divine. Oh, beautiful for patriots trees that sees beyond the years. Thy alabaster cities clean, undimmed by human tears. America, God shed His grace on thee, and crown thy good with brotherhood, from sea to shining sea.
My Masters of Ceremony mentor, Kevin Worley, told me I had to be peppy and funny. So I told Maureen that I should tell coronavirus jokes and she should tell Halloween jokes. And we want to know who you guys think is funnier. So at the end of this thing, we're going to take a vote and see what you guys think.
Vote for Maureen! Vote for Maureen!
No! COVID. Jess. Well, maybe not COVID, but vote for me.
Yeah, who's gonna vote for COVID?
It's better than Frankenstein. I don't know.
Halloween.
Happy quarantine. Hey, Maureen, why don't chefs find coronavirus jokes funny?
I'm not sure. Why?
They're in bad taste.
So, Jessica, why don't skeletons go trick-or-treating?
I don't know. Why not?
Because they have no body to go with.
Aha. In the National Federation of the Blind, we are beyond lucky to have such talented and dynamic leadership. Although not all of our leaders could be here with us tonight, many of them wanted to send us warm wishes and welcomes for our convention.
Greetings, Mark Riccobono here from Baltimore, Maryland, president of the National Federation of the Blind, and I want to welcome you to the 2020 NFB of Colorado Convention. You know, I'm out here on my rooftop deck about 4 blocks from the National Federation of the Blind Jernigan Institute. And so I'm certainly not in Colorado, but regardless of where we are, the Federation spirit is alive and well, and we can stay connected to each other through this great nationwide network we have. Thank you for the work that you do to help protect blind people and our civil rights. And I hope you have a great 2020 convention.
Hi, everyone. I'm Pam Allen, First Vice President of the National Federation of the Blind, and I'm so excited to welcome you to the convention of the National Federation of the Blind of Colorado. I know your experience here this weekend will be incredibly life-changing as we celebrate with our Federation family. I can't wait to see all of you in July in the great city of New Orleans. Have a wonderful convention, and thanks for the awesome work you do every day to help blind people live the lives that we want. Enjoy.
Carla McQuillan, rising like a phoenix from the ashes of the wildfires of Oregon to wish the NFB of Colorado a great and productive state convention.
Hi everybody, it's Terry Rupp from Las Vegas, Nevada. I literally just ran in here to say hi to you guys. So let me take off my running hat and put on my NFB hat. I'm so sorry I can't be there to join you guys for the Colorado convention, but I'm going to try to zoom in as much as possible. But I literally have to go, so I'm putting on my pink Supermom mask and pink Supermom cape because I have pancakes on the griddle and bacon that smells like it's burning. Bye, everybody.
NFB Colorado, this is Amy Burish from Nebraska. Wanted to wish you well and have a great convention. I know you're going to be up to some great things, and I can't wait to hear all about it. Love from Nebraska.
This is John Perret from Baltimore, Maryland at the Jernigan Institute. I am the Executive Director for Advocacy and Policy at the National Federation of the Blind. But most importantly, I have the privilege of being your national representative this weekend. I look forward to the meeting.
Did you guys know that President Mark Riccobono actually graduated from the Colorado Center for the Blind? I guess that's why he's such a great leader.
Probably so.
Now you are going to get to hear our first local talent. This is singer-songwriter David Amaya. When we were planning these opening ceremonies, we really wanted to highlight local talent. And I had just recently heard David on Facebook. I clicked on his song and I was just absolutely blown away by the dynamic talent that David has. And I am so excited for all of you to hear this song.
Green-eyed girl, can I walk with you? Be it stormy weather, snow or sunshine, all I need is you. I know that at times I close off my mind, but I want you to know that I do. Green eyes, I love you. Come on, just you and I, we can run far, far away. Pack your bags and take my hand, we can jump right on that plane. Sitting on sandy beaches, talking the night away. Makes me realize that all I need is my baby next to me, right? I know that at times I close off my mind, but I want you to know that I do, right? Green eyes, I love you. I know that at times I close off my mind, but I want you to know that I do, right? Green eyes, I love you.
Oh my goodness, that was tremendous. David Amaya is originally from Silver Springs, Maryland. He now lives in Littleton, Colorado, where he is attending school at CU Denver and pursuing his degree in music business. You can check out David's work on YouTube under David Amaya, or look for David Amaya Official on Instagram. That's DavidAmaya.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Philip.
Philip who?
Fill up my bag with candy.
With those sassy jokes, you're not getting any Halloween candy this year. Hey, Maureen, why do they call it the novel coronavirus?
I don't know.
It's a long story.
Oh. Our next local talent is hip-hop rap artist Lonnie. Lonnie is Alon Williams, who I had the privilege of teaching home management to at the Colorado Center for the Blind. So when Lonnie becomes big and famous and you hear him on all the radio stations, I'm going to be bragging about how I taught him how to make lasagna.
Still had to sell my soul for it, just to get by.
mouse called projections never saw me trapped in this rat race. A labyrinth, dreams get tossed in this mass grave and left for dead. Artists turn carcasses on the regular, perilous steps like Everest. I'm just trapped on a precipice. So what could be and what could have been while putting in hours on this treadmill incline, incentivized by where I was at 2016 when money was freedom and everything I needed to make my dreams come true. Yeah, who knew the ground would be grounded in the Groundhog Days, just doing the repeat. I peeked in the shadow, faded every time. Lone cold winters just like the six. All my demons mobbed all at once. I felt just like Dave in the mist. 23 me with Michael Jordan intent. Damn, whatever it costs, you step on that court and you win. Homie, simple as that. Now half a decade later, it's a struggle just to find ways to keep my mental intact. Spirit that used to possess your previous self, and now I'm in a shell and yelling for help. And since you only seem to listen when I'm screaming at you, just wanna let you know I'm contemplating speeding past you. On to the next, on to the next one. Just another unfortunate soul in a collection. Remember when we said we never be part of that world? Nah, Hail Mary plays a Sean Carter Trek if we thorough, yeah. Check one, check two, check until death. Worried every other month that you might lose your address. Drinking the lesson of stress, you know you predisposed. It's in your bloodline, I just hate to see you go through it. No clue if when you jump it, believe me homie you will. Will you hit a dumble or just let gravity get the kill? It's 2 pills and I'm begging you not to take the blue, for we both end up in the matrix slaving and hating you. By letting you know I get it, but young Padawan, you afraid of a phantom menace. A figment driven by your cynicism and the insecurities collected in baggage from these Missouri streets. Then overnighted to the mile-high city mountaintop tier levels of exhaustion, so you lashing out and detaching and overlooking the views you did attain, all because it didn't happen how you mapped it out. But that comes with the territory you mark when you've chosen to live and die by the pen. They playing the tiniest violin for you 411. You sound like a broken record. Half of our section living broken, restless. Your narcissism got you talking to yourself like echo reflection, saying you looking at a star like Fredro. You know I could be one of one or one of many. As long as I'm God body, the demons can try to get me.
Alon came to us from St. Louis, Missouri, and I know you guys are going to want to be checking out more of his stuff after we get off of opening ceremonies. You can find him on Facebook and Instagram under Lonnie_Who, or you can find him on Twitter at Wholonnie. How about some more fun Colorado facts?
I am Libby Molnar from the Wild West chapter. Did you know that in the most mountainous state in the nation, there is a tropical bug museum southwest of Colorado Springs? Over 8,000 insects, arachnoids, butterflies, and beetles are on display for all to see. I bet you're signing up right now to go visit that one.
My name is Kevin Darcy from the Boulder chapter. Did you know that Colorado is home to more microbreweries than any other state? And Fort Collins has more breweries per capita?
I'm Rishika Kartik, and I'm from the Denver chapter of the National Federation of the Blind, Colorado. Did you know that Frozen Dead Guy Day started in 2002? This is an annual celebration in Nederland, Colorado, to loosely celebrate cryonic preservation of Bredo Morstel, who is preserved in ice in a shed in this Boulder County town.
Due to pandemic, the seniors this year did not get the recognition that they deserved. Throughout the state, seniors were not able to walk and participate in their senior graduation, and I know that was particularly hard for everyone. So we wanted to just take a second and say big congratulations from the National Federation of the Blind of Colorado to all of our graduates across the state.
Congratulations, blind graduates, class of 2020. And in celebration of you, we've got a performance by the Bulldog Band. Now, the Bulldog Band has been around for more than a decade, and they're led by Julie Harrison, who has taught music at the Colorado School for the Deaf and Blind for more than 15 years. I know you're going to be inspired and motivated by this next tune.
Just a small town girl living in a lonely world. She can use her cane to go anywhere. Just a city boy, born and raised in South Detroit. He can use his cane to go anywhere. Your cane helps you find your way through. Doesn't matter if it's dark or bright. Travel on and on and on and on.
Strangers walking up and down the boulevard. Use your cane left to right. Street lights, people, obstacles you can't avoid when you use your white cane ride. Don't stop believing. Let your white cane do the leading. Independent people. Don't stop.
Woohoo, Bulldog Band! All right, here's a couple more jokes.
So, what do birds say when they go trick-or-treating?
I have no idea.
Trick or tweet!
Aww. Well, Maureen, you know what they're saying about 2020, right?
It's a horrible year?
No, it went viral faster than anybody thought it would.
Next up, we're going to hear a song from Stray Dog. Last year, when we were able to meet in person for our 6 Dot Dash, Stray Dog performed live for us. They opened up the race, and then after the race, we all got to enjoy them performing for all of us.
And speaking of the 6 Dot Dash, don't forget, pick up your phone, go to www.6-co.com and register right now. We want to see those registration numbers flying up.
One of the band members of Stray Dog, Eric Woods, is a longtime member of the National Federation of the Blind, who also used to teach cane travel at the Colorado Center for the Blind, and we are just so proud of him and grateful for all the work that he has done for blind people.
Eric has way better jokes than me and Maureen do.
I don't know about that.
All right, let's hear it for Stray Dog.
1, 2. I'm a dead man walking here. That's the least of all my fears.
Button Hollow, devil gonna follow me, here I go. Won't do me no good washing in the river. Can no preacher man save my soul?
Die before I wake. I know the Lord my soul won't take.
I'm a dead man walking.
I'm a dead man walking, walking, running, running for miles. Keep walking, running, running for miles. Keep walking, running, running for miles.
Ain't going back to Button Hollow, devil gonna follow me, here I go. Won't do me no good washing in a river. Can no preacher man save my soul?
How about some more Colorado facts?
Hello, my name is Melissa Fishburne. I am a member of the Mountains and Plains chapter. Did you know that Colfax Avenue in Denver is the longest continuous road in North America and runs 40 miles in length?
Paul Migliarelli here from the Boulder Valley chapter. Did you know Boulder is home to the Department of Commerce and the atomic clock?
WWV. All the time, all the time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Every second counts at WWV.
That's right. In Boulder, you'll always be on time and never will be late for work, events, a chapter meeting. No excuses whatsoever. Thank you for your time this time. Until next time.
Hi, this is Annie Pineda, Wild West Chapter Secretary. Did you know that in 1893, Colorado was the second state to give women the right to vote?
Thank you guys so much for having us host the opening ceremonies. We have had a great time so far, and this brings us to a little bit of a more serious note, but it's definitely my favorite part of opening ceremonies.
It is absolutely my favorite part as well, and I think that you are all going to feel the same way.
When we talked about what we wanted to do with opening ceremonies, we wanted to hear voices from our members. We wanted to celebrate the accomplishments of blind people in Colorado, and we wanted to reflect a bit on the history of our movement.
And we also really wanted to honor Diane and Ray McGeorge.
Without further ado, we're going to roll the celebration track, and we hope that you enjoy hearing it as much as we enjoyed making it.
Diane, we love you.
I am Tom Anderson, and I celebrate Braille literacy.
1906, the State Library in Denver received 10 books in New York Point to lend to 200 blind Colorado citizens. Ray McGeorge on the Braille Book Project.
I knew the principal at the school in Colorado Springs, and I called him and asked him to send me books. And lo and behold, he did have a few. And I rented a garage down the alley. And then when the weather got decent, why, these guys would come over here and they would, sort stuff. And then when they were ready to pack and ship, they brought it up here to the patio and packed it and stamped the boxes and then took them to the post office.
My name is Monique Melton, and I celebrate blindness, rehab, and employment.
1911, Jenny Jackson, hired as the first teacher of the blind in the state of Colorado.
I'm Jessica Beecham, first Vice President of the National Federation of the Blind of Colorado, and I celebrate community leadership.
1916, the first blind man elected to the Colorado General Assembly, James M. Downing.
I am Scott Labar, President, National Federation of the Blind of Colorado, and I celebrate blind people.
1920, the state of Colorado had the 6th largest population of blind people in the nation, believed to be related to mining accidents.
Hi, my name is Melissa Green, and I celebrate guide dogs.
In 1936, the Seeing Eye graduates first class of guide dog users in Denver. Ray and Diane McGeorge talk about travel.
There was no O&M training anywhere, except those of us that had guts enough to get out on the street. Mobility in those days was if you knew somebody and they would tell you things like, all right, if you're down at 16th and California on the southwest corner, stay away from the building because there's an outside stairway there. Well, that was your mobility.
That was your O&M lesson. In those days, a woman was expected pretty much to depend on somebody. Now a blind woman is expected to carry a cane and be independent.
Yes.
So anyway, I was 20. I never gone anywhere by myself.
The thing that worked out, see, was
Well, yeah.
we were going to
A
school
lot of things worked out.
a block from each other downtown. So I said, well, why don't I meet you at lunchtime and we'll walk around a little bit downtown,
Hello, I'm David Neufeld, and I celebrate traveling independently with a long white cane.
In 1945, the Colorado General Assembly passed a stronger version of the white cane law, which strengthened the right of way for blind citizens.
This is Maureen Neufeld, and I'm celebrating the American dream.
1950, Peter J. Campbell, a former broom maker at the Colorado Industries for the Blind, was elected to the State House of Representatives.
My name is Julie Deeden, Director at the Colorado Center for the Blind. We celebrate the Colorado Center for the Blind.
1988, our Colorado Center for the Blind opens its doors for the first time.
It got started because I believed that the NFB philosophy was what built good blind people.
Are you sleeping? Please wake up. Please wake up. We are going to Braille Camp. We are going to Braille Camp. Braille is fun. Braille is fun.
My name is Amara Lucas, and I celebrate blind kids.
2011, the first National Federation of the Blind of Colorado, Colorado Center for the Blind, Bell Academy.
I'm Nate Trela.
And I'm Shao Trela.
And we're celebrating family.
2018, the National Federation of the Blind of Colorado was successful in passing one of the strongest parental rights bills in the nation.
My name is Curtis Chong, and I celebrate the right to vote independently.
2019, the General Assembly passes and the governor signs legislation allowing blind and disabled persons the right to vote with an accessible mail-in ballot.
Hi, my name is Darian Smith, and I celebrate diversity.
2019, National Federation of the Blind of Colorado established an Inclusion and Diversity Committee where all voices are welcome.
This is Dan Burke, and we celebrate our spiritual mother and father, Diane and Ray McGeorge.
Founders, National Federation of the Blind of Colorado.
This Colorado survey with Ken Jernigan and George Card studying all these programs, and one of the recommendations, of course, was that the United Workers Organization disband and recommend to the membership to become members of the to-be newly organized Colorado Federation of the Blind. A couple people, they wanted me to come to the charter meeting, and we had a good turnout. There must have been about 150 people there.
2 decades later.
And so Judy said, "You have to be president." So I said,
And I
okay.
said she had to be president.
And I said, "Oh, okay, I can do that." We came home from that meeting, and suddenly the immensity of what I had done swept over me. And I said, "Ray, I've never been president of anything. I don't know anything. I don't know how to be president." He said, "Well, no, you don't. No, you never have, but you're the best we got right now, so you've got it." And so
I said, "You're the best we had."
Leaders in the National Federation of the Blind.
Colorado, McGeorge. Maryland, McGeorge. New York, McGeorge. Ohio, Diane McGeorge. Pennsylvania, McGeorge. Washington,
McGeorge.
All right, that vote is overwhelming.
National Federation of the Blind leader James Omvig.
When the call goes out for action, both are always willing to do whatever has to be done. Both give freely of themselves and of their love, and both are deeply loved in return. It is a privilege of a very special order to present the 1982 Jacobus Tenbrook Award to these frontline soldiers in the movement, to our distinguished colleagues, and to our beloved friends, Diane and Ray McGeorge.
if it was not for the National Federation of the Blind, we could not have come miles. We could have not made the strides that we've made.
Anything that I've done in the Federation has not been because I expected someday to receive a plaque, but it's been because I've had the privilege of knowing some mighty fine people, and I've known some people that have been denied opportunities, and I guess that's why we've been in for a long time.
Let's have a prize, guys.
Founders, Colorado Center for the Blind.
We got the money to open, and we opened on January 4, so we've been up and running 6 months. We have our staff here, and I want to introduce them to you. Duncan Larson is our cane travel teacher. Tom Anderson is our communications teacher. Sharon Law is our daily living skills and computer teacher, and Angie Wood is our clerical help. And we got the greatest staff you can have anywhere. It's this organization that gives us the lifeblood we have. We've given you a lot of tools, and we've given you a lot of skills that we didn't have, and we've given you a lot of knowledge about advocacy. Don't ever lose sight, though, that it's the organized movement that really cannot get along without.
We celebrate the National Federation of the Blind of Colorado. I hope you guys enjoyed that clip, and we want to say a special thank you to Peggy Chong, the blind history lady, for putting the timeline together. Peggy is doing really amazing work on collecting the history of our blind ancestors here in Colorado, and we hope many of you got to join her for her breakout seminar that was held earlier today.
Now we are going to hear a very special thank you song from Shao Trila. Also with her is Jonathan Candler, a graduate of the Colorado Center for the Blind. Xiao is an amazing blind mom and also an assistive technology teacher for DVR. And we thank her so much for putting together this great song, as well as all the work she does for the National Federation of the Blind of Colorado.
Don't forget, stick with us all the way to the end because we're going to have live auction and door prizes and much more fun.
What a loss is the cost of this duress, overwhelmed in a realm of darkness, taking steps for the best in the face of distress. 9 months to gain all the knowledge, breaking locks, I will not be a hostage. Milestones I've owned, let them resound. With the world I share what I found. I finally found freedom to be who I wanna be. This training has made me look past what I can't see. Yes, I found myself confidence to know that I take precedence while freedom rings for you and me. I wanna say thank you, CCB. It's a feet cross the streets without veering. First cut on the soul, there's no fearing. That's the way your fingers I keep hearing. Grilling is no longer a mission. So much I have learned in this kitchen, using Johns to type without vision. CCB freed me from my prison. I finally found freedom to go where I need to go. This training has taught me all that I need to know. Thanks to structured discovery, I no longer have boundaries while freedom rings for you and me. I wanna say thank you, CCB. Celebration, graduation. That's why we're here today. That's why we're here today. Success will show because we can. Let the bell ring and say we finally found freedom to be who we wanna be. Going where we want to, it's more than just a dream. With our CCB family, there's no way we will not succeed while freedom rings for you and me. We wanna say thank you, NFB.
That was amazing. And now we are going to turn it over to Scott for some more Colorado fun.
Maybe we should have a couple more fun facts before we turn it over to Scott. What do you think?
Or a joke?
Yeah, maybe both.
Yeah.
This is Gary Van Dorn, treasurer of the Mile High chapter of the National Federation of the Blind of Colorado. Did you know that there is a park in Jackson County, Colorado called Damned If I Know Park? It is the actual registered name of a community park in North Park.
I'm Jo Elizabeth Pinto from the Colorado at-large chapter of the NFB. Did you know that in 1895 the largest house of ice, named Leadville's Ice Palace, was built in Leadville? It was shaped like a medieval castle and covered more than 3 acres. Some of the towers were more than 90 feet tall. It had 2 ballrooms and a 16,000-foot ice skating rink. It opened in January 1896 as an actual hotel, but was closed 2 months later due to seasonable weather melting it.
My name is Marty Rand. I am a proud member of the Colorado Association of Guide Dog Users. Did you know that the road from Silverton to Ouray cost $1 million and is only 25 miles long?
So I was watching the news today and I found a great tip to avoid touching your face.
I think it's chasing a 2-year-old around the house.
It could be, but try it with a glass of wine in each hand. It might work even better.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Ben.
Ben who?
Been waiting to get candy all day.
Ha ha ha.
That was tremendous. Thank you so much, Jessica and Maureen. And thank you, Kevin Worley and Kevin Kovacs, or Kevins as we call them, for helping to put that together, and to everybody who participated in that opening piece. It was truly amazing. It demonstrates the spirit and love we have in our federation. And of course, I'm a little emotional hearing Ray and Diane. So thank you so much, guys. Well, we got a lot more work to do before we close out here. But I think we should take a vote because Maureen and Jess, are you guys there? Are you out there?
We're here. I know you guys thought that the Halloween jokes were funny, but the COVID jokes were just a little funnier. So don't be afraid to vote for COVID.
Oh, whatever, Jessica. The Halloween jokes were so much funnier.
Say that again, Maureen. You need to make your closing argument.
I just said, whatever, Jessica. The Halloween jokes were so much funnier.
All right. So we're going to have a vote. This is a way for us to practice voting. Now, unfortunately, only those who are members of the NFB of Colorado and registered to vote in time get to vote. But what we're going to do is queue up our voting machine. Kevin Kovacs, are you ready out there?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so tell people what they're going to need to do.
All right. When we say it's open, you're going to go ahead and take this number down. Either save it in your contacts or write it down however you need it. The number is 719-496-8738. So it's going to read the question. You're going to call in. It's going to prompt you for the answers. Or if you text, you can text either the digit number 1 or number 2. Number 1 is for Jessica. Number 2 is for Maureen.
So not for us, for
the
COVID jokes or Halloween jokes.
Or Jessica's jokes or Maureen's jokes. Number 1 or number 2. The poll is now active. So text or call 719-496-8738. If you text the digit number 1 or number 2.
Remind them what's for what.
Number 1 is for Jessica's funny COVID jokes. And number 2 is for Maureen's slightly funnier Halloween jokes.
I think Kovacs just voted here.
He's partial to Logan.
I vote 2. Maybe 1.
And so this will be like it is in convention. The voting will be open for about a minute and then it'll close down. So get those votes in for your COVID or Halloween jokes. I promise I won't be mad no matter which way you vote.
Oh, me neither. I love being second place to Jessica.
I've got a wager on this.
I even voted for you, Maureen. I already set my vote in.
Oh, God. I didn't know you had
How are the votes coming in? How are they coming in?
We've got 31 total so far. It's neck and neck.
Oh, boy.
We've got 160 people eligible to vote. Where are they all? I don't think they really knew that we were going to take this vote, so maybe they weren't prepared. So let's see if we can get a few more votes. Number 1 for Jessica's awful pandemic jokes, or number 2 for Maureen's great Halloween jokes. Want to guess how I voted? All right.
Still neck and neck. It's within one.
Oh my God! Wow, that's funny.
Are they still coming in, Kevin?
We got 35 now.
All right. Well, we're going to give about 10 or 15 more seconds.
All right.
So keep them coming.
Anybody got a joke to sway them?
I've got one, but it's not appropriate. I was told I couldn't tell it on the.
It's
cast.
tied. Somebody's got to get in. It's tied.
You can't tell that joke.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
We both win! Yay! Yeah.
I don't think we have a lot of membership that knows what funny is.
Oh.
No, I'm just kidding. Still, yeah.
In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, the poll is down. It ended in a tie. Oh no, somebody snuck it in there. 18-19 for Halloween.
All right! Yay! Happy Halloween, everybody! Happy quarantine, even though you voted for Halloween.
You know, as our agenda says, Maureen, that was spooktacular.
It was very spectacular.
So let's see. Let's do a few more things here. We need a door prize. Jen, are you out there? Jen Spears? Jen Spears? Well, we got to let her unmute, I guess. While you're doing that, Paul, look for Jen Spears because she's going to be our door prize chairperson this evening. I will tell you now who won the $266 registration drawing. Maureen, Jessica, do you have any guesses as to who it was?
Okay.
We do have a guess. Can we say?
Okay, hold on. I think you'll probably be right. So, Curtis, I need the drum roll. There we go.
Jody Woodhouse.
Yes, you got it. Now, are you out there, Jody? We'd love to hear from you if you're out there in Zoom world. Let's see if we can get you up and see if you're happy to have won the $266. I'm sure you can take Cody out to a really nice dinner for that.
And she was just elected our president of our sports and recreation division last night.
Yay! Are you out there, Jody?
I am.
What do you think, Jody? What do you think? Jody?
She was unmuted. Hold on.
This is what's so fun about
Hey,
these.
can you hear me?
Yeah, there you are.
Hey, Scott, knock, knock.
Who's there?
Ben.
Ben who?
Been waiting to win this all day. Woo!
Right. So when did you figure it out it was going to be you?
Honestly, with the guide dog thing yesterday, we kind of had a clue. And then I missed the last hint today, but Cody goes, it rhymes with a landmark. And I go, I didn't win it. And he goes, White House. And I was like, oh, maybe.
That's right. Your name.
So Cody,
I always
Cody made
the White House when I hear your last name. I really do.
I know. Well,
Hey,
Cody made me a bet that if I won, it was $266 for him. So.
Oh, well, that's between you two. All right. All right. Let's
Thanks,
see.
guys.
Speaking of Cody, he is manning our Zoom help desk at 970-673-6998. If you have any questions about any part of the convention, about the Zoom logistics, about anything, or if you need him to do your taxes, call 970-673-6998, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so let's see what else we want to do here. Did we find Jen? Jen Spears?
I do not see her.
No, she's not in this yet.
You don't see
her? No, I saw Deshaun there, though.
Somebody had an owner with the hand up. That might have been her. Hold on.
All right, because I think she was supposed to be on this evening. That was my information. I mean, I guess we're not going to give door prizes at this convention, people. I'm really sorry about that.
Hello.
He is owner. There's
There
owner.
she is. There's me. Sorry, I need to figure out logging in on this PC properly. All right. So, if you didn't win, yes, $100, people.
Yay!
All right. So if you didn't win, well, you didn't win 266. Maybe you can win 100. Here we go. The winner is Joel Zimba. Joel Zimba, are you on this call? Raise your hand.
Okay, now, yeah, you've got to either raise your hand or unmute yourself or our desk at 970. Let's see, what was that number again? Somebody help me here. I had it. Where is it? I should have memorized it by now. 970-673-6998. If you're here, Joel, we're going to give you a few more seconds. Ding! I assume you guys didn't see any hands or unmuting?
Negative.
Negative. Okay. Draw again, Jen.
All right, let's draw again. Drum roll, all that good stuff. Jordan Rodriguez. Well, he better be on.
Jordan
Rodriguez, raise your hand, bud.
Jordan.
If you're dialing in, who was that? Oh.
You know, I meant to tell you, Curtis, we should have found that Jeopardy music, but maybe we'll get that later. Anyway, Jordan, are you out there? Come on, jump up and down.
Yeah, we got somebody. Colin has his hand raised. Colin, is Jordan there?
I'm actually in my apartment right now, but I can run to his and let him know that he wanted to.
No, that's not how that works, buddy.
Marina's here. Jessica's here.
Yep, I'm sorry. One more chance for you.
One more time. Here we go. How about Joe Triplett?
Oh, Joe better be here.
I heard him on before we got the session started. Joe, are you here?
Raise your hand if you dialed in. It's star 9?
Star 9, jump up and down, do a somersault or something.
Or unmute with star 6. I don't know if you can unmute, but.
Are you here, Joe?
This is
Hey, Joe.
Sad.
I thought for sure he would be here.
You might have fallen asleep.
Draw again, Jen.
One more? Okay, let's see. Another drum roll. Sky Chapin, are you here?
Skysha is not here. Let's see. Unmute. Skysha.
Yay!
Yay! Are you here?
Yes.
There you go.
Did we get her? All right.
You're gonna win $100. All right.
Oh, we got a texting down in the message. Joe is on. Let's see. Gary Van Dorn said
he is on. Okay. Well, Joe, we'll get you a prize as well. We'll see what we can do. We could probably do $100 to you if you really were here. Now you're going to have to swear out an affidavit, swear on a stack of Bibles, and all of that.
And say what time your name was called.
Yeah, right.
All right. You want to do another one? Well, let's hold off on that, Jen. Let's move to some.
Okay, we can wait.
Now, I would like to introduce to you. You heard him in the opening video there. But he is on the line, or at least hopefully he is. He is on the East Coast, so it's probably past his bedtime, but we'll keep him up late. I want to introduce for a few words our national representative, the executive director for advocacy and policy of the National Federation of the Blind, John G. Pere Jr.
Okay, am I unmuted?
Yes.
Fantastic. Okay, Scott. So great to talk to you. And that was a fantastic opening ceremony. My hat's off to all the folks that were involved in producing such a wonderful show, and the enthusiasm, the jokes. I thought they were about tied and equally good.
Equally good.
But yeah, so Scott, this is very exciting. I'm thrilled to be here. Thrilled to be working with you and such a powerhouse of an affiliate. So I can't wait to participate all day tomorrow and Saturday. And it's off to a fantastic start.
So, John, are you talking to us from your home?
I am. I'm in the home Zoom studio.
The home Zoom studio. You have a nice echo. It sounds like you're in a mansion.
Well, it's probably more closer to a smaller windowless room, but it's my Zoom studio. I like it very much. Oh, and there's the phone.
Well, there you go. Well, John, we won't delay you from getting that phone, especially if it's somebody important. If it's not, that at this time of year, it could be either a political poll or a fundraising call. Who knows? All right. Let's do an auction item. Marianne, are you out there? Marianne?
All right, unmute. Marianne, you are unmuted. Oh, she's now muted.
And I am.
There you go.
There you are.
All righty. Am I here now?
Yep.
All righty. All these, Kevin has the power over here to restrict all of my fun, but that's okay because we have an amazing auction to happen. And how about that tribute to Diane and Ray McGeorge? Was that not fabulous or what? And because Diane and Ray were so well featured, and Diane would not be happy if the Federation didn't have work for her, I was told that we need to auction off the McGeorge fudge as our very first piece of auction this year. And before we get super excited, and all of those who are on YouTube, go run, grab your phones, grab your computers, whatever you're going to need, so that you will be able to raise your hand and unmute yourself when it's appropriate. We will let you know.
Marianne, I didn't know you were going to do this, but I think it only appropriate then. Let's see if we've got Diane on the line. Kevin, can you search for 321-4268?
Don't see her.
No.
Okay, well, because I was going to have her describe, the months and years it takes to make one of these little pans of fudge, the process, how arduous it is, how many fingers she's lost over the years making all this fudge, and just the arduous work that she puts in. But you go ahead, Marianne.
We have a couple of hands up real quick if you want to do that. I don't know what you want to do about that.
Well, what we are going to do, what we're going to explain about the hands and the auction is, and probably people have hands up because they already know how this is going to go. If what we will do with the auction is I am going to throw out the first number to bid. If you are interested, you will raise your hand. When we see a bunch of hands go up, the hands are going to drop down, and then I'm going to throw up another number. We're going to watch the hands go up again. And when the hands start getting to, let's say a few less, we are going to invite all of those who still have their hands up to unmute, and we're going to have some active live bidding.
All right, so before we get to that, Marianne, so Paul, I understand that if you can, take away the restrictions with respect to people unmuting themselves and so forth.
You got it.
You got it. Okay, great. All right, go ahead, Marianne.
All righty. So we are going to start this bidding today just to get people's hands warmed up. We are going to start at $25. Who would be buying Diane's fudge for $25? Raise your hand.
Let's see here.
We've got a bunch already.
We have our hands raised too. We can't raise them because we're co-hosts.
Okay.
I'm raising my hand.
I noticed that. Paul, you want to put those hands down?
Paul or Kevin or somebody.
All hands are down, or they were for a second.
I think we should take a big jump now. Let's see.
I think we're going to jump it up to 50.
Hey, I'm up. My hand's up. Yay.
Our hands up.
All right, we got a bunch again.
$50. Those hands are up. I appreciate it. Drop those hands down. Let's talk about 75.
Our hands are now down, now up.
75, ours is up.
All right.
All righty. How many hands we got there?
We're working about 10-ish so far.
All righty. Drop them down.
All right, hands going down, Mr. Paul. All right, hands are down.
100.
Yay!
Our hands up.
100. I don't know if I'm on video or not, but I'm.
No, video's off.
How many hands are up there for
Over
100?
10 already. Over 10. Oh, you're. Let's see. Over 10.
Auctioneer, describe the
Awesome.
audience. Auctioneer, describe the item again, quick, please.
Yeah, we had some
Absolutely.
questions. In the chat.
We are auctioning off a package of Diane McGeorge's infamous fudge. She said it will be a reasonably substantial box. Now, anybody who knows Diane knows that that's usually a pretty good quality box. So, and this will be made by her loving hands in her own kitchen and shipped directly to you, whoever wins it. We were up to 125.
Yep.
Put those hands down.
Hands are down.
Let's talk about 150.
Our hands up.
Yay.
First auction item. Let's make it a good one. Are the enough hands up?
Got 6, 7.
Excellent. Put them down. 175.
Yep.
I'm up. Hands are now down. Go ahead and raise for 175.
175.
Got 3.
Got 3.
Got 4.
I passed my point.
4. All righty. At this point, we are going to ask each of you who still has a hand up to unmute.
We could help with that, maybe. Let's find out who we have. You said there are about 4 hands. I'm still in this.
Hi, I'm still in here. This is Shao.
Shao. Oh,
Yes,
my
I
Lord.
love the
What
auction.
about that song?
Yeah, that was amazing.
Yeah, tremendous
Jordan's
song.
in.
Jordan's in. Chow is in. Scott is in. Who else is in?
We got Gary Nelson and Jordan Caster.
Gary.
Jordan's here.
Jordan.
Oh,
And I think Scott.
Here's the deal, folks. Jordan just moved here from California.
Yeah.
And, she works for Apple.
Yeah.
Don't talk about me like this.
Really great job. And she probably thinks she can blow all these little.
All righty. Then let's hear who's in at 200.
I am.
Ciao.
Gary.
Hey Siri, 200.
225.
Ciao.
Gary.
250.
Thank you guys.
260.
Ciao.
270, Scott.
Oh, yeah?
I heard,
Yeah.
Jordan, did I hear 300?
Yeah.
Oh,
300?
There goes Apple.
I know, right? I can't do that.
300 going.
Gary.
310 going once.
100.
Blind Merchant versus Apple.
310 going once.
Going twice.
Going twice.
Oh.
Oh.
Sold it to Jordan.
325. 325.
We move things as we move them. We don't slow down in the Federation. Need another auction item.
No.
Or are we holding off for a little while?
You got that at what?
That's going to be the last one for the evening.
What was the
That's
price?
the only one?
Yes, ma'am.
Who got that at what price?
310.
To Gary
Gary?
Nelson. Yeah.
Gary.
I'm sorry, to Gary. I apologize. I heard Jordan. I'm sorry. No, it's 310 to Gary. We will be,
Thanks,
I know
guys.
you are registered with us. You will be hearing from the other Gary very shortly by phone. Just please answer and we will take care of your bid.
Diane is super special. Thank you.
Thanks, Gary.
Super special. Thank you.
Welcome.
Gary. Thank you to the Colorado Association of Blind Merchants. Let's hear it for merchants.
Merchants.
All right. So Jessica, you got to remind me of what else we need to do. I know I want to talk.
We need to go through the sponsor list one more time.
Why don't you get it ready, Jessica? I'm going to let you do that. And I want to tell you a little bit about tomorrow. The first item of tomorrow's business is our resolutions committee at 9 a.m. right here in this same Zoom ballroom. You won't want to miss it because that's where we discuss the policy of the Federation and set the policy of the Federation. I'm going to have our exhibit hall tomorrow at 11 a.m. All the exhibitors and sponsors will get a chance to speak to you about either their service, their products, whatever. And that'll be right here in this same Zoom ballroom. And then at noon, we will break out into exhibit rooms. You can visit whoever you like. Each exhibitor has been assigned their own Zoom room, and the Zoom coordinates are in the agenda. That'll last for an hour and 15 minutes. And then at 1:30, we will start with the first general session. That will also be in this main Zoom ballroom. Tomorrow night will also take place in this same Zoom ballroom with our costume contest. Audio described by Bonnie Barlow, followed by our Wild West Showdown, the talent show. And let's see, tonight at 7:30, we have 4 different breakouts going on. They are all in separate Zoom rooms. The first one is pumpkin carving with Mira Lucas and Ann Cunningham and probably Rashika Kardik. And then we also in that room will have the 2-minute mysteries. You need to figure them out. Brett Boyer will be bringing those to us. In yet another Zoom room will be Name That Tune, brought to you by our host chapter, Renee Anderson. And Renee, as president of the Mountain and Plains chapter, we ought to have you say a thing or two when you get yourself unmuted. So just get yourself unmuted and I'll recognize you in a minute. Mig's House of Improv is also going to be taking place at 7:30 in its own separate Zoom room. And if you're too tired or lazy to carve pumpkins and figure out mysteries or name that tune or do improv, you can stop in at Whirly's Bar. Whirly's Bar Hangout, where everybody knows your name or something like that. And that is in its own separate Zoom room. So put on your Zoom shoes and go zoom, zoom-a-zoomin'. Eileen, are you here? Eileen, maybe you should do your little zoom, zoom-a-zoom, zoom thing. So if you're here, Eileen, you can do the zoom, zoom-a-zoom, and tell us about the talent show tomorrow. But first, while you get unmuted, Eileen, how about Renee Anderson? Are you here?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, host of president of our host chapter, Renee Anderson. Let's hear it for her. Come on, Curtis. Crowd.
Rebel, 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 rebel.
Renee.
Thanks, guys. So we're going to have in the our hospitality room, it is not going to be just Name That Tune. It's going to be Name That Tune plus other things that are going to be so much fun. So you're not going to want to skip out on that room at all. You're going to want to come in at least for some of it.
All right.
Okay.
Well, I'm going to zoom on by. I'm going to try and hit all the Zooms myself. I've got 2 computers, so I can be in 2 Zoom rooms at once, even. But actually, I have an iPhone, too. I guess I can be in 3. And maybe I'll borrow my wife's iPhone. I can be in all 4. Anyway, all right, here we go. So let's see. Eileen, are you here now?
I did not see her.
I'm not seeing her.
Well, we're going to get her to do at some point the zoom thing. Kevin Worley, you want to say anything about Whirly's Bar? I mean, what's the appetizer special tonight, for example?
I can't.
You're up.
He was up.
He's muted, yeah.
I can't unmute, guys.
You're unmuted. You're unmuted.
Oh, I am unmuted?
Yep.
Oh, well, I'm already at the bar, so it's kind of hard to know, keep track of. Hey, guys, I got to say, Kevin Kovacs, you're the star, man. My goodness. Outstanding editing. Really, really, really well done. Boy, I'll tell you what, the tears are coming. This is a hell of a convention. We know how to do it in Colorado. We know how to do it in the Federation. And for those of you who want to just wander around the halls later, we'll have Whirly's Bar and Grill open. It's a BYO mean, just bring yourself if you want to check in. The regular Zoom sort of etiquette rules apply. If you're really obnoxious, Kevin Kovacs will throw you out. So he's a bouncer. He's a bouncer dude. So have a groovy convention, y'all. This is great stuff.
What you don't know is I voiced all those characters in that piece.
Yeah, well.
Yeah.
Okay, it's Mr. Mel Blanc and a great engineer. Some of you will know the reference.
So is anybody from the pumpkin carving room in the mysteries, Brett Boyer, you want to say anything about your show? Maybe not. People they don't know how to promote themselves around here. I tell you what.
Yeah, candy bar. Spot candy bars. Candy bars.
Oh, for COVID jokes.
Yeah.
So I guess
I know how to promote myself.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, I know. I'm saving the best to last, of course.
We've
Marianne,
got a hand raised.
Mig's House of Improv.
We are planning to have an evening full of fun and improv games, whether you've acted before, you've never acted, whether you just want to come in and enjoy some fun and frivolity. And if you're in on the fun, believe you me, we are going to have plenty of it. You don't even know what you're going to do until your friends tell you, or your enemies if they like you that much. But please come on over. We're going to have us a really, really good time. We've had plenty of our Colorado folks in the improv room before. Come ready to play and have fun. More fun than a pack of puppies.
Now, I might even stop by, Marianne, as long as you promise me Kevin Worley is not going to be doing poetry.
Kevin Worley is going to be at his own bar. I can't control what Mr. Worley does, but the ones in Worley's bar are going to be safe because Kevin Kovacs is going to be the bouncer in my improv room tonight.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Marianne. Now, do we have anybody from the pumpkin carving and the, the mysteries and so on and so forth?
Brian Baldwin?
Yes, Brian Baldwin is actually here for the 2-minute mysteries. Brett is currently setting up the Zoom room, making sure everything is working for everything we need to do. He and I will have a lot of they're similar to riddles, and they're nice big mysteries, and they're some of them are going to be very difficult. So make sure you guys show up and try to solve some of these mysteries with us.
Awesome, thank you, Brian.
Krager Gonzalez, you can unmute. I've sent you a request.
Krager.
That's all the hints.
Hello.
There you go.
Question about the bar. There is no link to the bar, and on the agenda it says to be announced. And how you can find
it's in the most updated agenda, which you can find if you go to www.nfbco.org on the homepage. We had a couple of last minute updates, and so it is now there.
Okay, I'm sorry. Could you repeat that that again?
nfbco.org. There's a link that says click here to view the 2020 convention agenda.
All right.
Yes, and I'm sorry, folks. We did have several versions swirling around. We finally got it nailed down. It's been a challenging year because we've had to put so many Zoom rooms in the agenda. And speaking of all that, I want to thank Lisa Bonderson for all her hard work on not only the agenda, but all the other convention logistics. And she said she's actually going to enjoy this year's convention because she can just sit and participate and listen, and nobody will be coming up to her saying, I don't have a banquet ticket. The heat doesn't work in my room. The hotel is charging me too much. Whatever other complaints she normally gets. So thank you, Lisa. Hey, Curtis, let's hear it for Lisa.
Woo, 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 woo.
Awesome.
Eileen made it.
Oh, she did. Eileen. Come on, Eileen.
Guys.
Yeah.
I have been here having technical difficulties.
Yeah. So, Eileen, you want to talk to, well, first of all, tell us just a little about the talent show tomorrow, and then do the Zoom thing.
Scott, I am so glad you asked because I went ahead and turned on my video to show everybody, if they're watching, the Wild West Zoom room that is already decorated for the show.
Well, can we have a little audio description?
Well, what I can tell you is it's all Western, kind of like the Wild West. Let me turn down my YouTube in the other room because it's driving me nuts.
No problem. Now, Jen Spears, we're going to end this session in just a minute, but not before trying to do another door prize. So get ready over there, wherever you are. I assume you're ready.
I am ready.
Okay.
All right, great.
Now, so there are balloons. You walk into the room, you'll see a fan, and then next to that, there's a string of balloons. Beyond that, I have a big blanket on the wall that has 3 horses with like a blue sky with rocks and some logs and really nice looking. And it goes all the way around to the back corner of the wall where the clothes are usually hung. And so above my shelf in the closet where I usually Zoom is lots of stuff. I have a wind chimes hanging of a carousel with horse.
In the closet?
In the closet, yes. And so above there I have, oh gosh, there's so many things I have. My daughter made a homemade 3D photo thingy of some horses. And I've got my Darlene outfit from last year sitting above the table, hanging on the rack with another wind chime that has a bird. Next to that, there's an American flag. Next to that, I had to put a rabbit's foot keychain. And let's see, what's next to that? There's a chili. There's a keychain chili that my daughter made years ago. And then there's another stream of balloons. Awesome. And the last thing there is a picture frame that's ceramic, and it has 2 beautiful horses. And in the picture frame is a picture of me next to my favorite horse, Brandy. And tomorrow night, the table's not decorated now, but tomorrow night I will have a fresh bouquet of flowers with my little turtle family and my Braille paper because I'm going old school and I'm not having any devices, just Braille paper. And that's going to be the Wild West Zoom room.
Speaking of Brandy, do you have a saloon?
The saloon was last year, Scott. Darlene's saloon is closed for this year.
Oh.
This year we have Sweet G and all of my Wild West crew.
All right. I thought I can find another saloon if necessary. So.
Oh, wait. I don't think I had the camera going the right way. So I'm just going to do a quick. I think the camera was backwards this whole time. So I'm just going
to. Just part of it.
Wave it around.
So we took the unscenic route, and now we're taking the quick scenic route. And as I do that, everybody sing along. All we ever do is zoom in our room. Colorado Zoom.
Yeah, let's hear it for
I mean,
that was the best, Eileen.
I loved it. Can we do sponsors, Scott?
Oh, yeah. Please.
Hey, Mr. President.
That's, well, yes, sir. Who's this?
This is Nick Whitney from Missouri. Could you give us a number for the rooms?
They are all in our agenda, which you can find on www.nsbco.org.
Right now I'm computerless.
Well, so you're just calling in on the phone, then I take it.
Yep, I'm the president of Missouri Association of Guide Dog Users. I was trying to get the number for the Whirly room.
Oh, well, I'll see. Let me find it for you. Is that the only one you want?
Well, I don't want to take up too much time. That'll get me started.
If you go to the Whirly room, Kevin Kovacs will be there, I believe, and he can give you other numbers. But
okay.
Let's see, where's Whirly's Bar? Right here it is. Hosted by Kevin Whirly. What do you know? Join Zoom meeting. Now that's not going to help you much. All right. Are you ready? This is the meeting ID. So dial whatever number you dial to, get into this. And then the meeting ID that you need is 936276989. 98100. Got it?
98100.
Let me give you the whole thing again. 936-2769-8100.
All right. Thank you, sir.
You're more than welcome. Thank you for coming to Colorado. All right, Jess.
All right. Thank you so much to our title sponsor, the Comcast. I hope you guys have been seeing our commercials that have been airing. To our platinum sponsor, Vanda Pharmaceuticals, the reason that I get a good night's sleep every night. To our gold sponsors, First Bank, Blackstone Consulting, LaBar Law Offices, whoop whoop, Philadelphia Insurance, Spectrum, and to our silver sponsors, Ability Counseling, Audio Information Network of Colorado, Creek Civil Rights Education and Enforcement Center, and Humanware.
All right. Well, thank you. Curtis, let's hear it again for our sponsors. So I think we're just about ready to adjourn. We need to do a door prize.
Yes.
And
Brittany's got a hand up too.
Who does?
Brittany Savage. Brittany, you're open.
Oh, sorry, I was trying to lower it.
How dare you?
Anyway, Brittany, thank you for joining the party here. All right. Well, tell us what somebody's going to win, Jen, and then who won it.
All right. So we have, speaking of Brittany Savage, we have a Mint Bliss foot cream and a facial with Brittany.
Oh, baby. Bring it on.
Andrea Brandes, are you here? Or Andrea Brandes. I'm not sure which way is correct.
Oh, Andrea. Yes, from Broomfield, I think. Right?
Andrea Brandes, raise your hand.
Raise your hand. Alt-Y, *9, Control-Y, or whatever it is in Apple.
Tracy has her hand up.
Oh, Tracy.
Oh, sorry.
Oh,
sorry.
You didn't
okay.
Put your hand up?
All right.
Should we try another name?
No, let's just give
Not yet. Okay.
Andrea
Brandes. Come on. You know you want that facial.
All right, try again.
All right, drum roll. Brrr, all that good stuff. Let's see here. How about Julie Deedon?
Hey!
Oh, she's here.
Julie, you are unmuted.
Oh, hello.
You won.
Hey, thank you guys.
Thank you, Julie. I know you were hankering.
I'm very excited about this. I love winning.
Yeah.
And while I'm on tonight, I just want to also echo everybody else in thanking everyone that did such amazing work on our opening ceremonies. Maureen said I would be crying, and I definitely was crying, and it was wonderful. So thank you. It was great.
An NFB of Colorado convention is only successful when Julie Deedon cries and then Diane McGeorge cries. So we've gotten Julie to cry. Next, we need to make Diane cry. So
we'll make Dan cry too.
Oh well, yeah. Well, that's a given. That's
not hard.
Take care of that.
That's right. That's a given.
Ladies and gentlemen, I think we have reached the end of our opening ceremonies again.
The meeting alert.
Thank you to everybody that's played such a big role in all this. Too many names to mention. We will stand adjourned until tomorrow morning. Please enjoy this evening's breakouts.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
I would be done right now.